There were funeral services for those killed in Tuesday's market bombing in Pakistan's northwest frontier province. Grim-faced and silent relatives and friends carried the bodies covered in flowers on their shoulders. For this man, the grief of losing a son was overwhelming. Overall, the attack had left more than 24 dead and more than 70 wounded. The strike in Charsadda city had been the fourth in around a month to target a market in the area, adjacent to a tribal region where the army is pursuing an offensive against Taliban militants. No one has claimed responsibility for the attack, but authorities have blamed the Taliban. Mourner Maulana Gohar Shah says the attacks would stop if the government would move in a different direction.
I think if foreign policy changes and we finish our friendship with America and infidels and stop military operations which are going on in different places, then the bombing problem will resolve itself.
But despite the damage in town, resident Khan Habib wants the government to keep fighting the militants.
We want the government to continue this operation until the suicide bombers are stopped in this country and in this area. A strict vigil should be kept on the borders to prevent foreign agents from entering. If they do, they should be eliminated right there.
Although people may be divided about government policy, many would agree the atmosphere is tense in the face of continued bombings. Ubaid Ullah says there's a lot of fear, with children staying at home from school, women too afraid to shop in the market, and people unable to go about their business. Still, despite the cost in damages and in fresh burials, the government's pledging to continue its operation in South Waziristan. But it's having trouble converting public anger over the bombings into support for its crackdown on militants. Karen Sloan, The Associated Press.